Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a Sunday, so that means one thing and one thing only. Car boot, baby. Let's grab the Ray-Bans and let's head towards the car boot. Uh-oh, ladies and gentlemen. It's starting to rain. Oh boy. Oh yeah, £3, I think so. Yeah. This is the first car boot since our Alaskan holiday. I'm not going to lie, ladies and gentlemen, I'm feeling a little bit rusty. This is quite interesting. This is a Pokemon Battle Trainer from like Nintendo 2007. I've never seen anything like it before, but obviously it's electronic, so it will need testing. But I might take a punt on that if that's cheap enough. Being a Pokemon genuine Nintendo 2007, that has got to hold some value, right? For a £5, I think we probably take a punt on that. Ah, this is interesting. A little bit of brio. Wow. £2. Absolute bargain. How much got on the Switch? 140.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You don't see a Switch in car boot very often. £3. £3. I think for £3 we'll take it. How much you got on this, pal? These three here? 15 for the lot. Yeah, I'll take that for £5, please, mate. Thank you. Not a bad little brand, this Alessis Elevate 3s. I've sold Elevate 4s and 5s before. The 3s, pretty good. Paid £5 for the Alessis speakers. Should be able to get like at least 40 quid for them, so yeah, that's not bad at all. Uh-oh, here comes the rain. It's getting heavier and heavier. Shame these are 65. However, the Keens.
Two pairs, the same like Solomon's ones.
Yeah.
I got 2 pairs. If you buy them both,
Keens are 20.
make a good deal on them.
I'll take these for sure. Oh, this is really nice, but the Perspex glass is coming out. I think. Not sure how strong them clips are, to be honest. Probably hasn't got a key either. Damn, that's pretty cool. That's sort of stuff I would like to really get into, like sort of like the brewery stuff. That's really cool. So 10 and 2, that's 12. Do you want anything else?
This is, I think it's from car. Something Alexa, you know?
Yeah.
Talking with, yeah. Sorry, 45.
Oh, yeah, no power.
Yeah, 40 last price.
That's quite, yeah. Yeah, I think the rain has absolutely chucked it down, and I think the car boot is now being cancelled. It's absolutely heaving. However, we did get a few nice bits before this horrendous weather. Let's get back to the unit and show you what we picked up and how much we get back on the old eBay. Oakley dokely do. We're now back from the car boot sale, and I'm glad I went, to be fair, because we do have a nice manageable haul. Sometimes when we go to a car boot, we get so much it becomes very unmanageable and very overwhelming. But today, being a very rainy one, and we left slightly earlier because of the rain, we actually got some really nice bits and a nice manageable haul. So without further ado, let's crack on. We spent £110 on everything you're going to see today, and there's going to be 2 items that will cover that, and then the rest is going to be pure profits. So let's crack on with today's car boot haul. Let's start with the first item that we picked up in the field, a pair of Skechers. They're almost like the UGG style boots. We do really, really well with these in Q4. We'll hold it back to Q4. However, we are going to start listing some of our Q4 items already. So these are probably going to get listed in the next maybe 3 to 4 weeks. And then we're going to start really ramping up the Q4 items just so that we are ready for the old big Christmas rush. Paid £3, I believe, and these should quite comfortably be an easy £25, if not a little bit more. But for the sake of this video, £25. We then paid £5 for these Adidas Ultra Boosts. We do really well with this specific style of Adidas trainers. They do need a little bit of TLC, just a wipe here, there and everywhere, especially on the foam bit here. Should be easy 25, maybe pushing £30. They will sell all year round. They are a UK size 7, so really good women's size there. That should be a nice, easy £25. This is a Garmin Forerunner 35. This is a really nice watch. There's slight damage to the strap. However, I'm not too fussed about the damage on the strap. You can get replacement straps very, very cheap. It comes with its charger, which is this main thing. It's tested, it's fully working. It was working in the field, so I had to pick it up. These like workout watches, they are really good money. You saw me pay a £5 for this. Looking at eBay sold with that specific model, you're probably looking at a whopping £50, which means if my mathematical maths is mathing this morning, we should be break-even point. We've spent £110 and we're about £100 to £110 in stock already in 3 singular items. Along with them Adidas Ultra Boosts, we picked up 2 Guitar Heroes. We have the Sunburst Guitar Hero for the Xbox 360, which is here. When you are looking at these in the field, make sure you do look at the battery compartment. That is super duper clean, so I was really happy with that. And some people don't realise that you can actually fold these in half, like so. So not too bad to pack either. Looking at eBay sold, these are really, really good all year round. I absolutely love selling this stuff. If I ever find it in the car boot cheap enough, definitely picking up. The Xbox 360 ones, I do believe, don't need a dongle, which is always nice. That is a £50 one. And then this one is also probably like a £50 one. This is probably the bargain of the day. Look at the size of this volcanic ash Le Creuset. It's flipping heavy. It's a size 30. I have never seen a size 30 Le Creuset pan. And when he said £3, he was like, it's got no lid. I was like, no worries, mate. £3 an absolute flipping bargain. Not going to haggle down on £3 for a size 30 Le Creuset. Looking at solds, they're all over the place. You're ranging from about £50 to £100. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to slap bang in the middle and go £75 for this. It's in really nice condition, to be fair. Like the inside, obviously there's a little bit of wear there, but nothing horrendous. The handles seem to be okay. The actual paint seems to be okay. Not like the best of condition, but for £3, I was picking it up there all day, flipping long. Paid up for these, paid £20 for a pair of brand new Keens. Solds aren't looking too great, but we sold these all the time for like 50, 60 quid. Solds are probably looking at like 40 at the moment. Going off my experience, these should be an easy 50 to 60 pound. Solds looking more like 40, but I'm going to stick my neck out there and say I should at least get £50 for these. Really nice colour, brand new with box, easy peasy, lemon money. Some nice bread and butter items coming up now. We have a pair of Skechers Yogo matte sandals, easy 20 to £25. For the sake of this video, I'm going to go for the bottom end, 20 quid. We then have a Samsung Digimax A6 digital camera with its matching case. Do really well with digital cameras. People seem to think you can't because you've got mobile phones, but people still want the OG digital cameras. In fact, it's got its Samsung original sort of case as well. I think we should be able to get at least £30 to £35 for this. Pair of brand spanking new Hotters. They are missing their insoles. These are model Port, like the drink, you know, Port, P-O-R-T. Pair of Hotters, brand spanking new. They are missing their insoles. I think they're UK size 9 or 10. Yeah, UK 10. Should be able to get at least £35 for them, believe it or not, because they are brand new. A pair of Vionics. You can't actually list Vionics on eBay. They are a Vero, so we buy these and sell them on Vinted. So if you do ever find the brand Vionic, do not sell them on eBay because you'll get a strike on your account. Paid a few quid for these. I think it was £3. They're a UK size 9, so a very big size for women's. However, don't let that put you off buying them because they still sell very well. These are the model Kelvin, and they sell ridiculously well on Vinted. Should be able to get at least £25. Pair of Skechers, easy 20 to £25, UK size 5, the perfect, and I mean the perfect size for women's. This was a nice buy. Paid £2 for this. I like some vintage Brio. Brio is Swedish, I think. I think it's made in Sweden. Yeah, made in Sweden by Brio. This, I can't find it anywhere. However, just like bits of Brio mech, you're going to get like probably £25 for the amount that's going to be in here. I can't believe I didn't actually open this up in the field. I just didn't want to because it was raining. But everything seems to be in there, like hardly even used. Like you can see there, probably looking like 25 to maybe a little bit more. Look at that little Brio screwdriver. Some cool pieces in there. Sell it as like parts, should get, like I said, 25 quid. Now this is a funky buy. I've never seen anything like this. This is a Pokemon like battle trainer kit thing. This opens up. They are a little bit stiff, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of WD-40, I think. But they do open up quite nicely, and you can play some sort of like game on it. Like, it's pretty interesting. To find like 2007 Pokemon stuff is crazy. And you think 2007 is quite early, but it is early. Like, this is like 20 odd years old nearly, which is absolutely bonkers. Has got batteries inside it, so it is untested as of time of recording. People want this because when they were kids they had that, and now people that are kids have got a bit of money, they're going to want to buy something like that. We then paid £10 for an Xbox 360E. Unfortunately, it has no hard drive. It's only a 4GB model, but it has original power, which is incredible. It had two, but the other one didn't have the power cable. And believe it or not, these power packs, they're like £18 for a genuine one on eBay. So I wanted to pick it up, the fact it's got its actual power. The hard drive is in here, but like I said, there is no hard drive there. We've got some spare hard drives, so we could probably put one in. Looking at eBay and looking at what I know, probably going to be a £60 listing that with a few games. So happy days. This is the penultimate item, a Panasonic charger. These will be for some camcorders. Really good money in these sometimes. Needs a little bit of wipe down, but seems to look okay. Overall, pretty nice condition. Believe it or not, we buy these for ourselves because we buy so many cameras, camcorders, whatever it may be. Believe it or not, looking on eBay just for that charger, we get like 20 quid for that. So if we were to sell that, that's another 20 quid back. I think we're going to keep it for a little bit, test some cameras that we have because we've got some Panasonic camcorders, test them, and then we'll probably either bundle this with that, or we'll just sell that individually for 20 quid. And then we're going to finish on the speakers. Nice pair of speakers here. We have a pair of Alesis speakers. They do need the old suction on the old grill bit here because some of them are popped in, but you can actually get them out with the Hoover, believe it or not, and it will like pop it back open. Or I might just sell as is and sell it for £40 as is. If working, 40 quid. Even in the condition, but if I can get them like popped back out, probably looking at about 45, 50 quid. But Alesis Elevate 3s are a really good brand of speakers. Nice bread and butter, nothing like major, but they don't feel like heavy. They don't feel good quality, but they still hold decent value. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The haul is completed. Unfortunately, the weather took a turn. It were absolutely peed it down towards the end of that car boot. Normally we stay at least 3 or 4 hours in that car boot, but today we're there for like 1.5 hours because the weather was appalling. But with the circumstances, I think overall we did really, really well. So yeah, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. I hope you did enjoy that video. If you did, please do me one huge favour, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. Love being back at the field. Like I said, in the field, I was a little bit rusty. That was the first one since coming back from our Alaska holiday, but really enjoyed going out. It was just nice to get out and about. Nice early morning. Thank you, jet lag, because if it wasn't for jet lag, I'd be still asleep. Hope you guys have a very productive day while you're watching this. I've been your boy Kieran, and I'll see you beautiful in the next one. Bish, bash, flipping, bosh.